Welcome back, my dear friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Cossacks Back to War, where I'm continuing on with my greatest real-time strategy game of all time, Cossacks 1. And last time we captured some peasantry. Well, we actually captured a town hall, and now we can do whatever we really want. Shall we make a blacksmith? Yeah, we will make a blacksmith, but not really. Not really. If we get another town hall, that will be much preferable, so we'll make a storehouse. A few storehouses here, a few storehouses there. Let's get over here where the stone is. As you can see, we can mine stone, get some, chop some wood. Beautiful. And of course, as more we make of our peasantry, we have to get to the point we get the food. The food, the most important thing. Again, the upkeep alone for everything costs quite a bit. As more you have, the more it costs, and we have to wait for it to grow. And I love that aspect. When the first time I actually played Cossacks, when you get to actually wait for the wheat to grow, so you can actually harvest it. That's such a cool, beautiful thing. Like, I was like, oh, that's golden thing. It's getting gold. Like, it's gonna get that golden color. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna get some food for our units, and we're gonna keep them alive. Again, to me, this was the first game that went with that upkeep system that I really never understood up to that point. It was this completely new thing, like upkeep in a real-time strategy game. I don't remember one other game that had the upkeep system like this one had. So first and foremost, we go with the most basic, improving grain crops treatment. So get plus 100% of harvesting. Maybe not. Maybe not, because we have no more food. Oh my god, we are dead, we have no food. Well, we go into our marketplace and we can buy some food, thank you very much. How much food? Well, however we really want. We have 290 gold, and the gold is unneeded at this point anywho. So let's go with the upgrades first and foremost. That's 600 food and 250 whatever. Gold. That's exactly. We had almost the exact amount anyway for it, so that's a perfect thing. That's the best upgrade at the start, of course, for us. So I'm talking about the upkeep, of course. The most important thing in any Cossack game, of course, is to constantly just have all this. Now, at certain point, it's like you have constant resources coming in, but that's the gist of it, right? It's the constantly feeding your troops with food, with iron, with coal, with everything that you truly freaking need. And that's the beauty of it. That's something that, like, for me, it was a completely new thing. I mean, we had Command and Conquer, and we had all the beautiful, of course, Age of Empires, that again, I was never a fan of, so I never really played Age of Empires. I watched other people actually play Age of Empires because I never got into the damnable thing. And like, and when this game came out, and I'm like, wow, there's an actual upkeep. How the fuck does that work exactly? And of course, when you learn and all that, we need 1,500 stone and 1,800 wood. So stone is usually, it would seem, an issue for us at this point in time. So we'll go for some stone with our peasantry. And I was like, well, I can make a few towns and all that in skirmish, you know, like make a proper looking towns. To have all the collecting of the wood, of the iron, of the gold, of the coal, of every single resource. And I'm like, okay, we're keeping them alive. And that's the beautiful thing. We're keeping them alive and everything is fine. I'm not being attacked because I'm playing on easiest difficulty, so I don't care, right? And I was like, wow, that's mind-blowingly cool. That's completely new. And I'm like, well, you know, how many games do you know that actually had? None. Actually, no game that I know, at least at that time, had that kind of an upkeep thing. Prove me, of course, wrong. You're free to do so, but I honestly do not remember any RTS game that actually had that. So again, completely new thing to me, at least. And again, I will always say that to GSC, they try so much with their games. Compared to other companies, you can see by their real-time strategy game they actually made. It's a interesting collection because not all of them are the same. Well, they have the same kind of a gameplay and mostly like the way it should be played. The thing is, the thing is, American conquest, for instance, does not have the same way of how you approach certain things like Cossacks 1, or of course the Heroes of Annihilated Empire. A very different beast compared to Cossacks 1 or 2 or American Conquest, and Cossacks 2 alone has went a little bit way differently about certain things. So again, it's some of those things that just that I'm proud of actually when there comes to a company that tries a little bit to be different in their games and risk. And this was, after all, in a time when Call of Duty was the thing, right? It was the thing. It was the best thing ever, right? And everybody was, and the PC gaming, the PC scene was dying because of it, because of a constant Call of Duty FPS clones coming out. It was the thing that will make you the most money, but I love that GSC stick to their guns. Yes, they had issues with Stalker, and it was many years past till Stalker actually came into being. But again, they were a small studio. They came from this into the Stalker and into the other RTS games, and while the Stalker is their most popular product ever, it still shows that they dare try different stuff. And I'm glad they came back with, well, with this, the Cossacks 3 remake, remaster, however you're gonna call Cossacks 3, truly. But to me, it was, again, they were coming back to life. And that's the beauty. They were coming back to life again. I remember GSC closing the doors or something back in a day, and then they came coming back with the Cossacks 3, and I was so happy because, again, it's Cossacks, people. It's like the greatest thing ever. And like, yay. So let's first, I did forget to actually build this beautiful thing that will give us help with more of collection, harvesting, or actually having a better, no, I think it's not about harvesting as much as it is about us having a better fields or something like that. We'll see not soon enough. I'm just like playing too many different RTS games as is, not actually recording, just playing for fun of it. Let's see, we have a lot of food at the moment. Wood is okay, we're okay with stone. Coal and iron, again, not important at the moment. We can buy iron if we need to. Again, if we're gonna be making Ottoman pikemen, they really don't need a huge chunk of anything. But still, let's immediately, now that we have enough food that I don't care about, we can continuously build more peasantry from this town hall. Thank you very much. And with this, we will have a field's efficiency, so our fields are gonna be much more efficient, so they're gonna stay there for much longer, I think, and we can collect much more from them. So Hell's Monarchy Bells, we do need a gold, which again is a little bit of an issue. We're going down with gold because of certain elements, probably because of our commander himself. So now we can sell some stuff. 100 wood for 16 gold pieces. That's ridiculous. Let's get 200 wood for 32 gold pieces. Let's do this immediately. Not the thing that we'll be needing at them in a huge chunk, Hell's Mother Humping Bells, but we'll be able to build a barracks nonetheless, right? So we're collecting wood. We do need some upgrades from the minaret, of course, from our research center. Again, harvesting plus 20%. We want that immediately. It costs quite a bit of gold, but we want it. We want that. Let's collect more wood and some beautiful stone. Now this is a little bit of an issue here, point, is that you do need to make a few more storehouses because the AI tends to like mess up, and they're gonna go around completely just to collect and deposit stone, for instance. So in this case, at least, you have to make a few more storehouses just to make sure that stone is constantly being taken and of course deposited by the peasantry. So there are actually many things that I really want to talk about when it comes to Kazakhs. So again, this is going to be a pretty much long video before I can really make a force that I really need, which will be immediately, to be honest. This is not going to be a hard point at this point. At this point in the mission, what we did is going to make us famous. We're utilizing Turkish-owned forces against them, and that's the beauty. Again, in the previous video I said, like, you can do this, and that's again additional point that I'm gonna repeat a lot, is when I first saw that in this game, that you actually capture peasantry, except Ukrainian peasantry, which actually fights till the death. It's just it's unique. It's beautiful by its own standard, because you don't see that anywhere else, and that's cool. Like, to me, that was like, okay, this is something new. This is something I never saw before, that you actually have to have it additional to the upkeep itself of everything, right? You won't have those wooden walls. You need wood, constantly having wood. And I mean, that's new, right? And to actually be able to capture equipment, peasantry, etc., like OMG, like utilizing it again, it adds to the entire new thing that GSC did in RTS genre. Again, it was a sad thing to me that it never really sold in the Western market, because again, the Western market had understandably Age of Empires 1 and 2 that previously came before, of course, Cossacks 1, but which is again understandable that it was never as popular as in the Western market as it was in the Europe. In the Europe, this game was very popular. In my country alone, this was the thing, of course, but still I guess it didn't really break any records in the end of the day, as much as it was popular here. I guess the games truly need to be popular everywhere, in every single market out there in the world, to really give the developers the money they deserve. But hell's mother humping bells, that's how the world is, and we need a lot of gold. If you really want to upgrade the collection of wood and stone, just so we can sell that for everything we really need. So let's see, we have wood 5. At the moment, we do not need any wood to make whatever, and we do not need any stone to make whatever. Also, the coal is almost unneeded, to be honest. Coal and iron sell very much better than the wood or stone. As you can see, for 200 wood, for instance, 26 gold pieces, right? For 228 gold pieces. For iron, 62, and coal, sorry, for coal 62, and for iron 62. So again, you can see the amount, and of course the food is the lowest. You know, the thing that is needed for everybody is to eat, yet it is the lowest thing. Let us check before all that, how many men do we really have, peasantry? At the moment, 136 of 420, that's a lot anyway. So again, no need for additional dwellings at the moment. But I would like an additional mill, because you can see this alone is not enough to support the army that I wanna have. Have we built everything? Have I utilized every single peasantry here, collecting at least some stone? Beautiful job. Now on to actually upgrading some stuff. We're gonna go for gaining a wood extraction efficiency plus 100%. 550 gold and 5,500 food. Again, you can see the amount, like that's a lot of money and a lot of food alone, right? It's like, holy shit, that's ridiculous. And also to when you build the second farm, I think it's like only when you build a second farm you actually have to click and buy these grain crops for 5 gold pieces. So we're gonna wait there. We're gonna collect all these bastards over here. We're gonna get all those back crops. Thank you very much. Again, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to Cossacks, and again, this is as much as I can say my love letter to the GSC and for their amazing games and the uniqueness they always added to their games, and they're trying to risk trying something new, which again are many things that people do not give a shit about. Like, again, if it's not 190, you know, 90 on the Metacritic or some crap like that, score, it's not popular whatsoever, it should not even be played, and that bullshit, that kind of a mindset, which is sadly a constant in this world. Of course, I don't like it, but that's how the reality is. And I'm sad about that, because I'm afraid at a certain point we won't be seeing next Cossack games or next American Conquest game that is a little bit different than what it was before. That add a little bit more of Cossack 2 into the Cossack 4, or American Conquest into more Cossack 4, and just start mixing that out and all that. But again, Hell's Mother Humping Bells, hopefully that's gonna be fine. Hopefully. I say hopefully. Let's collect some wood on this location with these peasants. Collect some wood with these peasantry over here. Thank you very much. And now we can actually make some Ottoman pikemen. Tell them all to get over here. We'll upgrade some attack, though we really, reality-wise, don't even need to. But we will do so. Their defense is awful. As you can see, defense is non-existent. They have no armor, 100 health points and 9 damage. So there is that. We can actually make a proper formation with the officer and a drummer if we wanted to. But I'm gonna go for a proper Zerg rush as is. Thank you very much. Let's collect that food. Excellent. Collecting the food. Everybody's doing their job over here. And we might have to make another town hall just for lols. Why the hell not? Right over here. Thank you very much. Utilize these peasantry. We don't need any more peasantry as long as the food is going up. We do need the iron though. Right? How much iron? 2 iron only and 55 food. Again, very much less dependable on iron than the regular soldiers of, for instance, Saxony. A little bit different there. But still, from these two barracks, we're getting a lot of men anywho. So again, let's see. Max population is 420, 203 at the moment. That's enough to wipe out the entire garrison of the enemy inside here, that is. I mean, all of them are not in a proper formation. So just charging into them with a huge force is gonna be beautiful. Of course, we do need a little bit of iron, not gold, iron, just to utilize our grenadiers to their fullest as they start raping alongside our beautiful Ottoman pikemen. They're very sexy units. Again, sadly, we're not playing on the lowest kind of resolution, so you can see the proper details. Again, the artwork and all that, all prop to GSC. I love you, GSC. Let's get this, field efficiency. Again, we would need to do that. As you can see, our fields just disappear over time. So we do not waste our gold on that. We will need some, of course, additional field capacity plus 200%. That's a lot of gold there. But thankfully, we can sell stuff for gold that we really do not need. Like stone. Why we need 15,000 stone. We have over, well, now 13 almost. 1,000 stone. We can sell some stone for some beautiful gold. Thank you very much. And do what we need to do. Get that field capacity. Thank you very much. Beautiful. And again, additional importance in Cossacks, and these guys ain't doing crap, are they? That's a disappointing thing. You're not doing what I want you to do. Okay, let's get over here. I think there's some beautiful trees over there without getting close to the enemy tower. To be honest, that tower is very far away. I don't think it will make any problems for us. Let's go into some bushes over here. This one is having a little bit of an issue. This will happen quite a lot when they lose these fields. So make sure that your fields are full and you have all the upgrades necessary for the efficiency of those said fields. So you don't have to worry about problems. What was I talking about? I was talking about something. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm gonna try and remember exactly. I mean, there's so much to talk about when it comes to Cossacks themselves, like the games and the GSC and all. I can only just say, I can only sing praises for these games, and that's about it. I mean, again, not many games like this, and people tend to say like the RTS genre is dead. It is dead mostly because the indie scene does not dare anymore utilize. I mean, you see all those 2D games. Not one of those 2D games look like this. Did you notice that? Did you actually notice that? Not one of those 2D freaking games actually has any artistic value to me like this. Like, these 2D graphics are slick as hell, first and foremost. Like, they are slick as hell. Let's upgrade on the defense and the attack, at least get some beautiful attack here, +1 additional attack and +1 defense, thank you very much. We have 110 pack, we should send these bastards, they're gonna be raping everything they need to. So, all of those new 2D games, not like I'm like saying, oh, they're shit. I'm not a fan of them at all and whatsoever, like, holy crap, they're like atrocious to look at, all that pixelated shit. But it's like the art, like you can never see another Rel or 2 2D game, for instance, like with those graphics, like that engine, like, unless it's, well, I mean, yes, basically like that, like this. You will never see that ever again. It's like, it's a lost art. And people say like the RTS, of course they're dead, nobody's trying, everybody's doing these crappy little games that are as basic as they can get. Like, they're the worst to me, like all these platformers, puzzle shit, like, oh my god, what happened with the RTS genre? It happened because it's the easiest thing to make, those retarded platformers that will make some YouTubers famous and shit like that, and the developer knows this. They get a lot of money from the views of the from the YouTubers, which is again, holy shit, what happened to the world. So and all these games are really, to me, soulless. And this is where I'm gonna always say, GSC, bravo. Like, you made Stalker, you made Cossacks and its spin-offs, and 10 out of 10. To me, it's the best thing that happened. GSC is definitely the company for me. I will support them always, love them always. And their first key that I ever got from a developer, the first key, the free key that I ever got from a developer was from GSC for Cossacks 3. And it was the best fucking day in my gaming life. I got a key for a game that I was so hyped, and I knew that it's gonna be amazing, and it is amazing in every sense of the way. It's the remake of this game you're looking at in 3D, a beautiful 3D with a nice looking model. It's like looking at the miniatures on the table. The best looking 2D/3D game in Cossack series is definitely the Cossacks 2, because when you see all those uniforms and the amount of artwork they did for that game, it's amazing to look at, the sound effects and everything. And if I ever come to the point where I can do the videos for that, because I do not know if I'm gonna continue doing videos after I finish this campaign, probably not, because I'm going back to work and all that. So again, I'm not gonna be there for many months maybe, and all that good stuff. So this is as best as I can do at the moment. But beyond all that, full support for GSC for making all these amazing games, and for getting that beautiful key and made me a happy fucking gamer. Like, you know, like it's just mind-blowing game. Thankfully, Cossack 3. I wanted to do a more Ukrainian campaign for Cossack 3. I might do that campaign at some point. We shall see. Am I low on something? Iron, my lord. Oh, it's an iron, my. Oh, Shiza Minelli, indeed. Iron Demon, you forgot that you were talking about stuff, but you forgot about the iron. That actually tends to happen quite a bit for me. That's iron, exactly what I need. Let's get some beautiful iron. We have a huge. Look at the amount of food. What game are we gonna have this amount of food, or wood, or stone? Like, oh my god, ridiculous stuff. Look at this, beautiful. We could go for 1,000 or 10,000, but I'm not gonna get ridiculous about that. That's gold is an issue for us if you want any type of upgrade. But with what I have here, I can destroy everything. With a few more upgrades maybe, but I'm gonna wait it out until we reach complete maximum. At the moment, that's 520 men in total I will have. And again, it looks a lot already that we have a huge chunk of units as is, but it's not. Like, holy crap, 520. That's a big freaking number still, and the game can go beyond 5,000 or something like that, so that's beautiful. Let's also stop producing peasantry from this town hall, as that is unneeded at this point. I mean, we're basically at the end of the level, of the mission that is. Saxony will win, of course. food collecting in a bunch. The stone is the lowest one because again of that sometimes the AI will go all over the place with it. Also, one thing I do not like about Cossack fucking mission making, well, what they always play with is you are always the fucking red color. Like, I want to be able, like, I don't know, want to play with different fucking color when I play campaigns. I don't know, they always like, oh, you're always red. In Cossacks 3, in a freaking Cossacks 2, you're always the same fucking color, red. Everybody else, blue, purple, pink, black, white, whatever, right? Also one of the games that actually has white and black color as an actual color that you can choose, and that's amazing. See what happens? He's just gonna go now around because he just doesn't feel these stones. Okay, my friends, I think I have almost enough additional beautiful troops here to rape everything. So what I will do is just send everything. Actually, first I'm gonna send the big bad boys here. Send over here to capture everything they can. Let's go. This is gonna be beautiful. Will they survive? Who knows? Who cares? This is gonna be awesome nonetheless. My own Ottoman pikemen attacking their friends. Maybe, well, we're friends at some point probably. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Okay, let's begin. Move in with everything we have. Musketeers. We can move some troops onto the right. Why the hell not? Let's get over here. Let's clear up the entire place. We have to actually, if we're gonna win. We have some beautiful, unique units of our own cavalry guard attacking the pikemen. We lost 2 there, sadly. But our grenadiers providing the proper support. Move down, move right. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the death and the screams of our enemies, and we'll hear the lamentation of their women. Move in. Grenadiers, baby. Grenadiers. Though I would prefer them to actually shoot at the enemy janissaries. They're kind of wiping out our Ottoman pikemen, sadly. And the fortress has been destroyed and captured by our glorious troops. And mission has been accomplished, and you will be rewarded generously. We're left with 2 more missions, my dear friends, and that will be the end of the Saxony campaign from the Art of War campaign, of, well, expansion that is. Anywho, I hope I didn't bore you enough. I'll bore you more next time. So I wish you the very best. Next time, more love, more drugs, and as always, more ever so amazing, sexy Cossacks Back to War.